One. And hello everybody, we're back. We were the Batman right now, now we're going to be the Batman. So this is Lego Batman 4-Ways Race, and without further ado, runners, commentators, good luck, and let's get this race started.
Okay.
Awesome. WT, take it away.
Okay. Hello. I'm WPT 2000 or Will, and right now this is the Lego Batman the video game triple bingo race between Musk, Xenor, and Nolanhead.
Are we all to title screen? Are we all good to go? Do we have all runners on title screen?
What I'm seeing, yes.
I see
right.
3 title screens here.
Awesome.
And the trademark soon.
Alright. Whenever you are ready for the countdown, WT, I'm ready. I don't know about the other two runners. I'm good to go.
I'm ready.
All good? All set? Timer ready?
You give us the countdown and we'll have the timer going.
Okay. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck everybody.
Okay, so right off the bat, we will see if one of the three, or any of them, will be going through episode 1. Because, well, let's just get this out of the way. First, you will hear a lot of 1P2C, E-glides, drop-in warps, etc. So, well, first off, no one's going to episode 3, which is the Joker hero side. And Xenor is going through episode 1 right now, which is the Riddler line. And I believe Nolan will be going through episode 3, so he can go for a surprise for the Commissioner and to buy Slam and Fast build. Slam is a very overpowered extra in this game for SSJs, which you will see later on. And Xenor is going to be doing Tech Suit Skip, which was found a while ago. Ooh, he missed the first. And now he has a whole bunch of people on him. He's messing up the wall jumps. But what he's trying to do is a BRC battering clip. Well, he almost got it. Where you are trying to stand on top of that glass pane, and then you basically clip through the frame once he starts sliding. And he got it. And that does save a lot of time, even though that he did mess up. And now he gets to go into the Clayface boss fight, which is not that difficult. And you will see him jumping off the cliff, well, jumping off the ledge soon, or gets killed multiple times, because it's actually faster to have 0 studs in the first level than to have studs, and it saves like a few seconds. And Nolan is... I have... A lot of new stuff has happened, and I've been in and out of the scene a bit, so it may be weird to see some skips as well. For me. But right now, Nolan is getting the suction suit, which he picks up a lot of garbage stuff, red, green, yellow, orange pieces, and they'll go into the tank, which has that 25 on it. So I think you may be doing 1P2C, which is 1 player, 2 controllers. And Xenor just saved. Saving is usually what we do to validate runs and stuff for bingo. And now Xenor is going to episode 3. So he may be trying to go through to get a fast build. Now Nolan will be attempting Toxic Skip. Because right where he just landed, you don't get hits on you. And right now he has some invincibility frames. And if he times the building just right, he can build those gears in a couple steps, couple cycles. And Senor is going up into 3-1, getting the glide suit. He'll probably be doing the same stuff as Nolan. Don't know what's going on with Musk and his screen. But what Senor just did is an E-glide, which is extended gliding. And now he's going to do the room 1 skip, because there's an invisible wall that he just went around first try. So what I'm seeing right now, Senor is not doing 1P2C on this level, so he may not be going for 3-story levels with 1P2C. But right now, Senor also has 1 level with 0 studs out of 3. But Nolan is basically going through the whole level vanilla-ish, minus the couple skips. So it'll be very interesting to actually figure out what they will be doing. But right now, Nolan is trying to get that forklift off the ledge just right so he can dive roll Robin to the other side without having to deal with the toxic geyser that's going on. And now Senor is in the same room, and it's a very long room if you're doing it vanilla. But Senor is actually using the hits from goons to further increase his gliding distance. And now, let's see if Senor will be able to get the skip. Which he glides. There's a very tight... Ooh, he did not get it. But because he glided back into the toxic goop, he just respawned up there, not losing much time, and he gets a second try. And Nolan is now turning off the geyser. And now Senor is now as Batman, doing a semi-precise E-glide, and now this part is demanding my existence. Because the E-glides are so specific to do the trick that Senor is doing right now, and if you're too slow, you could land on the magnet wall, and due to just how perspective works in this game, you don't really know how far the light is from the wall, so you can also hit that. And now Senor just opens it just enough so he can just slide on through. And right now Nolan is trying to do the Robin only version of the skip that Senor did. So instead of gliding around, you bring Robin across bars by basically a ledge jump. So there are a few extra pixels that you can actually climb on. Oh, Nolan's actually doing a FDT BRC, so it's a frame-dependent trick by using a pause strat, and he clips through the wall. And then he up warps by being on a certain part of the elevator and goes right up onto the next floor and into the next room. And I believe CNR probably did the boss skip, which you will see on Nolan's screen. And right now Musk is actually in 1-2, which is an icy reception. And right now he's trying to do a drop-in warp, because if you get Robin just high enough, you can drop in Batman and he will be behind the door, so you can just go into the next room. CNR is now in 3-2, I think. Yep, little fun at the big top. And Nolan is doing the safer way for... Nolan is doing the safer way because he is doing 1P2C for the level. And the reason that CNR's screen went black for a second is because of a trick that recently showed up called admin clipping. You actually Alt-tab out of the game, and if you pause and... oh, you just got it. by switching windows out of the game and back in, the game basically clips through everything. And right now, Nolan is on the second phase of Mad Hatter boss fight. We will see... yep, this is the boss skip that I was talking about. You can eagle-eye just far enough so you can actually make it onto that panel. And by pushing the Mad Hatter off, that actually takes out a whole phase. And CNR just did a candy cane jump. Or something. Sorry. Trying to multitask with the dog and everything. But right now, CNR is going into the Harley boss fight, which we've now figured out a way to actually kind of bypass with 1P2C. Harley backflips about 7 or 8 times. Robin is in the center, so then he can just dive over to her scripted spot and hit her in that frame, so he can skip that part of the boss fight.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. What's up?
My voice. And right now Musk is in 1-2. He's doing some flying kicks with Robin to get him over to the other side, to right before the boss room. And now Nolan is doing the admin clip and he got through. And now he will have Robin swim all the way over to 2 support beams on the pier. Or not. Or he's going a little further over. Doing on another part. And it's very difficult because I guess with how they actually made the level, walls are never straight. Like straight edged. They're all curved. So it does take a couple tries, but it's not too horrible. Right now, CNR is in one of the 6, I think. Yeah. Or 5, one of those. But right now he's in a vehicle level, and he just bypass the whole first screen on Flight of the Bat, and welcome No KO.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was on I was doing a visit for our college and
So good.
yeah, I'm back now, but
And Nolan just did an admin clip to get right up to... Oh. Batman is now underneath the boardwalk, and now he's just gonna walk all the way to the boss fight for 3-2.
silly note. But that's a cool skip right there. Did you explain how drop-in works?
Yeah, I did that with one tool, because
Nice.
Musk is in that one right now. And right now, Cianor will be doing another admin clip, FDTVRC, when he is able to have Batman stay on the dumpster, to go right through that brick wall, and go all the way around that whole scene without triggering any in-game cutscene with Killer Moth, so he can just waltz right into the nightclub for the next scene of the level.
Yeah.
And Nolan is having a little bit of issues with Hurley, so there will be a few more seconds on that. But it shouldn't be too horrible. And now Cianor is doing a quicker version of a drop and warp, so Batman can go into the top floor of the nightclub. So it's
Yeah, this is a cool one.
Yeah, before it was a whole bunch of difficult platforming, because that always messed me up. And now Batman just has to clip through that arcade machine and jump right on through. If he didn't get that, he would have been soft locked, and if he accidentally broke the arcade machine, he was soft locked, and had to restart that whole level.
Yeah, it's funny how you can get a drop and warp up there, but you can't get out. And like in lieu of just like being in that arcade machine, there's really no way to get out because you're not supposed to be up there so early. Weird.
Yeah. And Cianor just did another barring clip to go right through that building to the boss room. There's also another way that you can just wall jump all the way up between the two buildings, because apparently Robin is impervious to fire. But it's a lot faster than trying to do it all vanilla and everything. And because of how they programmed this game, the boss room has all the suits needed to take care of the bosses because of free play. So now Cianor just 1p2Cs through the whole boss room. Nolan right now is trying to not trigger the Scarecrow by playing cutscene. And he's also trying to get a mini kit, I believe.
I'm looking at this board. Seems like a lot of mini kits.
Yeah, a lot of mini kits and a lot of restrictions.
Let's see. Ooh, no boss skip. That's not what I've seen in a while. For the surprise for the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
We'll see who gets to do that.
I feel like Cenor's gonna do the classic episode 3 rush into episode 6 to get fast build and maybe do some goals along that.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
And Cianor marked in the Dark Knight. Hostage. I don't think he meant to do that, but I don't know.
The hostage?
Okay.
That's what I thought.
It's so difficult seeing multiple screens at once. Right now, Musk is in a poisonous appointment, which is hero side poison ivy level for Riddler's line. And now Cianor is into the top of the tower, which is the last level on the hero side of Joker. And right now he's trying to get some precise jumps onto the fence so he doesn't have to get the explosive suit. And now he gets to do a mini Harley fight, or he's most likely just gonna skip it, like everything. But before that, he's going to do a little pause strat so Robin can get the Magna suit without having to blow up the silver. Musk is now using the Sonic suit to get through the level for Poisonous Appointment. And Nolan is having issues with the
What's it called again?
Batcopter.
What's the skip called again?
Which one?
The one Senor's doing.
The baby skip.
Oh.
Because it's a tiny wall.
I just had to throw that in there. It's an infamous skip named by yours truly in the Lego speedrunning community.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. We have a whole bunch of skips that were just random names. Like Birthday Skip, which may be coming up. Well, the Baby Skip. And right now, Cianor is just going to bypass the whole level, the whole section for Top of the Tower. And now he will be doing Holy Skip. Yes, that's actually the name.
See, there is a trend of very silly names because when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, give it a funny name, and now I regret my actions, so that's cool.
Well, this one makes sense because it is a church.
Yeah, Lowe's found this one. I think he named it just right.
But yeah, there's actually a level end trigger by doing this, battering this FDT skip, and it's like certain is X amount of glides one direction, then you completely do a U-turn.
Do we have something called Christmas skip in this game?
There's a birthday skip.
There's a birthday skip,
There's
which is in Rockin' the Docks.
Sid's birthday special. There's Sicko jump.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something like a host skip? Because if not, then that's what I have to do. Guys, this is the end of my hosting shift for now. I had lots of fun. I hope you had too. Please keep donating for this great cause, and I'll give it over to Rexy, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Pleasure having you.
But as we see right now, Nolan just got Flight of the Bat 7+ minikits. The reason that there's a plus is because the 7+ is how many you can actually get in story at the moment. Well, at the moment of creating the goals. And Nolan turned off his FDT so Killer Moth could just fall right into the toxic goop, so he doesn't have to deal with trying to race him to the door, because if he's too slow, a truck comes in and crashes into the parking block, so then he would have to just literally go around and use the back door. Because walls don't work in this game. And now Cianor is in the villain side. He is currently picking up the purple and blue studs just to get some money, because they always respawn after you go back into the asylum. And now he will be doing Chapter 6, Joker's villain side. And Musk will be working on the Poison Ivy fight. Xenor just completely bypassed the Funhouse by doing another admin clip. Nolan is now getting the hostage in the Dark Knight. And now Xenor is just using Harley to get through the whole first scene of Chapter 6. And this level in particular that Xenor is on is the infamous fast build level.
Yes. If you don't know what goes on in this level, basically there's a red brick, which Xenor will come up on very shortly, and at the top, like this roller coaster, like arena. Here, he climbs up, he pulls a lever, and he gets the red brick earlier than he's supposed to, which is a really neat and useful feature. It saves a lot of time to be able to build things quicker throughout the run.
Yeah, and that trick is just that easy. You just jump on top of the lever, and you go all the way, and you just jump on top of that, and then on top of the roller coaster. That was literally the first trick I learned, and I did my first try. So literally, basically anyone can do it. On console, on computer, you name it, you can probably do it. And right now, Xenor tried to get a ride on the roller coaster, but he died in the process. And now, this is where the boss skip comes in, but because there is the no boss skip, you might not see it in some screens.
Mm-hmm.
It's also known by the rubber ducky jump, because you literally jump on a rubber ducky and do like 20 wall jumps up, and then you go behind the whole entire level, and you just hit the level end trigger behind the gate. Well, that's because we don't really do that now.
Actually, what you could do is you could do like a... never mind. You technically get Harley over, and Joker would spawn if you did like an FDT jump over the gate. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
With the ice cream truck, you could just double jump over it. Joker should spawn in there. Something cool.
And Musk just got 40,000 studs, and now he is on the last level of the Riddler line, which is actually where you get Slam. You can get it in story, but it's extremely difficult, because there's a whole bunch of precise jumps and trying not to trigger the transition into the next screen for 1-5 when you get inside the building. But now Xenor is going through the normal way of fighting Commissioner Gordon. And Nolan is now going to be starting 1-5. He got up onto that. In the process, and he's also trying to get studs for fast build probably. And there's also a square for 500,000 studs, which isn't that difficult, especially if you get like a combo and then you find a stud and multiplier section, which are throughout the game. Now Nolan just got the magnet suit the same way Xenor did, and here comes the baby skip again.
Hey, talking of the baby skip, do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes.
We have a $10 donation from Snollidice with the same comment mentioned in the Twitch chat. Christmas skip should be the baby skip new name.
Yeah.
College, you got it all wrong.
Thank
Thank you so much, Snowlet.
you.
We also have $15 from SO5Z, who said, "Great event, great cause, can't wait to see more this tomorrow. Bingo hype!" You know, it's lovely to be around SO5Z for the past 30 minutes, so it'll be great to see you back on hosting duty later.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate donations, and we just want to remind you that these do go for a good cause. Fred Hutch is very innovative. I've partnered with it before on previous streams, and I've very much enjoyed. Even I believe I've donated myself to it, so I want to say thank you for your time.
And right now, Cianor is in Biplane Blast. One heck of a tongue twister. But right now, he is just trying to get a whole bunch of studs. And there is a 10 mini kit part in this. Well, a 10 mini kit square, but depending on your route, you don't have to do it, but you probably will do it because you already have the well, you can get all but one because of how the game works, I think. Because I believe you need the police helicopter for it. But right now, let's just hope that they don't get that hard lock or soft lock.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It has happened to me and others before. Basically, it becomes like invincible, which makes no sense. But what does anything in Lego Batman make sense for? So,
It's supposed to make sense?
yeah, I guess.
And right now, Nolan will be going for the Holy Skip, and Musk is working on the last boss fight for Chapter 1, so he will possibly go into Chapter 4 for Riddler. And right now, Cianor is doing... Well, he's currently taking care of the rockets to land on the police copter. Each of them takes out a heart, and now he just spams the bullets, so he takes care of the helicopter. And he did not get soft lock, so we're good on that front. And Nolan is having a little difficulty with the holy skip, but it's still faster to do this than to deal with like 4 or 5 minutes of the boss fight.
Oh, look at that! There we go. No. But yeah.
And now Cianor is just going to pick up those purple studs, which are 10,000 each, because it costs about 100,000 to get fast build. But yeah, right now he's going to go for the 10 mini kits and Biplane Blast, as well as the 4+ mini kits and Biplane, which I just realized was there. So that's actually a 2-for-1 special.
In the popular level.
And I'm waiting for who's gonna be the crazy person to do Joker's Home Turf 9+ mini kits.
9 plots is just a key word here because it excludes the slime kit.
Yeah, it excludes the Goop kit. Because that's like a whole 2 minutes in itself. 3 minutes. And that's with optimization. Yeah, as you see, Nolan is also picking up those purple and blue studs. And he's actually very close on being able to have the money for fast build. And Cianor will probably have that by the time he finishes up this level. Now Musk is most likely going into 4? Nope, he's going down to either... Oh, he's picking up extras. Oh, he's doing ice rink. Possibly. 3 story levels with ice rink. I've actually done a whole run with ice rink.
Yes.
It's interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the baby skip of ice rink.
That was funny.
Yeah, the low BRC there in 3-5 room 1. Is it true you can't? There's like certain levels you can't complete with ice rink on.
I wasn't able to do 1-1, but I did finally manage to do it. So it is possible to basically do all levels, except for vehicles, because vehicles are not affected by ice rink. But yeah, my curiosity got to me. And right now Musk is in 1-2 for the red brick. And he did the drop and warp just because it is a bit faster than trying to go through the normal way. And now Nolan is not going to do the boss skip either. And he's probably doing this off the fly too. Yep. Because not many people know the code anymore, because we don't use the code anymore. And now Senor will be buying fast build. And now let's see, what level will he be going into now? And Musk just is currently working on the red brick. And because it's free play, you can, once you obtain whatever bingo piece, you can just save and exit, and it will count towards the board. But he is having a little bit of trouble with that cage. But he gets it in the end.
Up in there.
And now Senor is going through chapter 2.
This is the
And-
shortest chapter.
Oh yeah. And the way that he did that ladder skip, so he didn't have to get the magnet suit, there is another way, by wall jumping basically through the ladder hole. And it's very difficult, but it does work. But right now he... Well, let's see. There she goes again, 3+ mini kits. Very easy. Penguin's Lair, which will probably be in like 5-10 minutes. But 15,000 studs for a very short level. There she goes again, hostage. We'll talk about that when he gets there, because there is a interesting trick about that. But right now he is working on getting the basically grass up, and because that will get you a mini kit after you actually destroy the flower stuff with the lawnmower. And Musk is now in 3-1. Senor is currently dealing with goons, so he's having some difficulties because goons are so annoying in this game. And Nolan is in by playing Blast, and Senor did put down 4+ mini kits. I didn't see that until now. And Musk just did the room 1 skip for 3-1. Right now, Xenor has 2 out of 10 mini kits. And now he's just going... He will most likely do a Batman only for most of this level. And he might battering clip in underneath that water tower. And I assume correctly. And now he's just going to drop in Batman over back to where Robin is. And Musk is doing Toxic Skip again, like everyone else. And Nolan is almost up to the boss piece in Biplane.
Did miss the fast bomb there. You can thread the needle and take it through the fence. Oh, that's tough. It happens to all of us.
Yeah, because the bombs in this game act like magnets. Especially when it comes to vehicle levels.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like you can be on the other side of the map and it'll... In one section, it'll go half the distance and blow up on something. But as you can see of what Xenor is doing, he landed on that sill piece. It technically does not count as ground, so he just battering the goons, save the hostage. He jumps off the sill and then he goes back up top, and that saves like a good second or two. And he just pulled those 2 levers by himself because of how physics work in this game. And now he will be doing the quick kill, hopefully.
Quick kill's very cool. One of the few bosses in this game that tech really applies to. I'm not sure if you know what happens, but did you explain this to them yet? Like how
the quick kill, not yet.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the quick kills in this game, like basically some of the bosses, like a few select bosses, I believe, Catwoman, for example, like they have in their code that they, like, it's hard to say it like in a easy manner. It's very convoluted, but basically they have cycles like the bosses in this game, but Catwoman is an exception. So like in her code, that anytime she like falls to her death, all of her hearts like they diminish, but other bosses it'll just like soft lock the level and they'll just disappear because they have cycles you need to pass through and like checkpoints that the game needs to register before they can finally let you in the level. Catwoman doesn't have that, so that's why you can just throw her off the ledge and she just ends the level. It's how her code is made.
Yeah, and you can soft lock that level if you and Catwoman actually die at the same frame, surprisingly. But right now, Xenor's in Trash Boat battle. Even though it's called Bat Boat, we know. But it's a run killer. Because the penguin minions... gives me chills. And you will see why right now. Because Robin loves to destroy the tow bombs. And with how basically rubber banding works on those bombs, it can actually... Robin can decide, okay, I'm just gonna go in front of it and blow up. but surprisingly, it didn't actually do that for Senor, so he's able to go through no problem. And Nolan is actually doing which one is it? Well, he's on 6-4. Actually, no, 6-3. Joker's masterpiece.
The Joker's masterpiece. Very cool.
The masterpiece.
After attacking this level, there are actually quite a few unseen skips, like in the any percent or just in bingos. Like there's a way to skip this first door and some lasers in the latter half of this room as well, but they aren't viable, unfortunately. Like right here on that gargoyle, you could clip through.
And Senor was having a little bit of difficulty trying to go through the sewer gate. Because of how it works, you actually need your character to be far enough under. So the game thinks that's supposed to be on the other side, and he just upwarped in between two valves, so he was able to basically skip this whole room, and now he's just going to go in between the cracks and be like a Ninja Turtle and disappear underneath the manhole cover. It would have been great if he did it now. And now the infamous Eagle-Eyed. Did not get it. And now he does the backup found by Prince. Since you can just eagle-eyed over, no problems. And you don't have to deal with crocodiles. And this is also a good level to get some studs if you need them. By punching the goons, you get a multiplier, and then there are like 4 or 5 purple studs in a little tunnel to the right of the ladder that Senor went up. And now Senor will be jumping up the gargoyle, and because Joker, of course, was in acid, he is immune to toxins, so he can go through that gas and just jump across to those levers. And now Senor is currently fighting Killer Croc. He's trying to do some cycle skips. It's easier said than done. And you can't really just button mash beating up the bosses. So you have to do like some buffers, which is why you see Senor going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Great for Nolan here. Watch him. He's gonna... No. You can lag through here and you can clip through this gate. Like there's a giant rectangle that's invisible, behind that gate. And there's also a vehicle. But to get to the vehicle, you need to pass through the end level door, which is that big rectangle. So if you just lag your game, you can just jump through the gate and also hit the end level door as you hop into the vehicle.
Yeah, and you also don't really have to lag through it. There is actually like a tiny corner of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just far enough out that if you just keep spamming the enter button for the vehicle, you will go through the door and you hit the level end trigger. And now Senor is going to do turtle skip, trying to set it up. It's always interesting with fast build just because it does have that. It's like more latency. Well, it's not. You don't get to do it as Well, words are hard. But basically, if you walk into the build piece before it completes, you basically clip through it, and then you go through the wall and hit the Sonic suit.
Very cool stuff.
May I sneak in a donation real quick?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. We got $1 by testing for the cause. Put the comment testing for the cause. Now, if you're confused, internally we were quickly fixing some issues with the tracker, and I can confirm everything works perfectly. But if you want to help us further with testing our tracker, feel free to donate. All of the money goes directly towards Fred Hutch, our charity of choice here. They do great work. We raised $1,200 so far, and obviously we would love to raise some more money for that. And yeah, help us if you want, if you can. And back to the Batman.
Actually, before we move along, how about we also test with some weapons as well? Because coming up later tonight is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, the randomizer Blackout Bingo with Pink Batman 12. And if we end up raising $35 for this donation, we'll end up getting super weapons unlocked. Do you want to see more craziness in your Zelda? Then go for it!
Kind of ironic. The
I love
runner,
that.
Pink Batman.
Thank you so much for donating.
It's kind of ironic having Pink Batman being talked about in a Batman game.
I know.
Mind blown. But right now, Nolan is in Lure of the Night. It's known in the community to have a lot of people mix up between Lure and the Dark Knight. In the Dark Knight. So if you ever get confused on that, don't worry, you're not the only one. And now Senor is working on the Penguin's Lair. And this is another quick kill that will happen shortly.
Yeah.
The only difference
What's going on?
The only difference between this one and Catwoman is that you do have to do some cycles. But once he gets around halfway, Penguin finally starts fight, and you basically bait him. You bait him into the toxic goop. Unless you're unlucky and he only takes like a heart or two of damage.
Yeah. Something that's really funny, like with this quick kill in particular, is sometimes you can lure him all the way over to the toxic waste, but like he won't come completely in, and maybe like you died trying to lure him in, and when you respawn, you can just push him right in. That's happened before. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and then you just see him just wailing his arms all over.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty easy, and then he's like, yeah, I'm dead.
Well, that's that. And now Nolan has enough money to go and pick up Fast Build, and Musk right now is in Flight of the Bat. And Senor is now done with Chapter 2, so he will most likely go for Chapter 5, question mark? And right now, Nolan is running back to Chapter 1. Okay. Now Senor is going back down, and we will see what he goes to next. And most now has 3 story levels with 1 P2 seat. Interesting path.
I wonder who's going for the 500k first. Are they just gonna go to 2-2, do you think?
Well,
They're 1-2, I mean.
seeing how... Well, right now, Senor is in 1-2. And this is where a lot of... We have a extended category called max studs, because there's a max of like 4 or 5 billion studs. This is the level that comes up the most. Because of all those studs that Senor just picked up. If you get like a times 10 multiplier, you can get 100,000 or something from it.
Yeah, it's great. It's just hard in story, you know, when in free play you can have them stack all on top of you, like at the same time. So I can understand why I didn't go for it right then.
Mm-hmm. And right now, Senor is just doing some Eagle Eyes to go around the Frost Cannon, and now he'll do a simple up warp behind, well, in between the magnet wall and the wall. But that was a score multiplier that I explained previously. And it gives you like a times 2 or times 3 multiplier for that tiny section. And now for the section that Senor is in, usually you have to bring the anchor point over and have Robin latch onto it, but you can just fly kick over. And Must just did the very difficult platforming that I was talking about before, and got all the way up there. Now Senor purposely had Robin die so he could get the extra pixels needed to fly kick over and land on that corner, second try. Because with the invulnerability, it actually stops you from moving off the ledge. And I was just going to drop warp Robin behind those frost cannons, if it will let him, and then he will be in the Mr. Freeze fight. But sometimes it does not want to work.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake or two trying to, like, the AI is very weird in this level because, like, if you call them in at the wrong time, they have, like, an audio cue you can listen to. Like, if he's grappling up, you need to make sure he's grappled up all the way, otherwise it kind of messes him up and lets some things happen, but I'm glad he got it eventually.
Well, Senor just went normal. The normal way.
Safe strap. Or you can do the other thing, low spawn.
Oh boy. Los is our glitch hunter. So, he's probably in the Twitch chat somewhere.
Better glitch hunter than a lot of people. I look up to him. He's the reason I was able to find some stuff in this game.
He's the reason that I started doing all the crazy stuff in other games. I'm the one that decides, okay, I'm gonna do 100%. What?
100%. Any luckily.
Uh-huh.
Difficult.
Time consuming.
Yeah.
Especially with Lego Batman 3.
Lego Batman. Oh, yeah. Lego Batman 3. It's a really cool speedrunner.
Yeah, I'm doing 100%. But yeah, Nolan is now doing the same pathing that Senor did by gliding around the freeze cannon stuff. And now we will see. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Nolan is going for the red brick in 1-2 because you can actually just battering clip through that like he did, and he got the red brick, and now he just has to get through the whole level with relatively no issue. And right now Senor is finishing up Mr. Freeze, while Nolan is just in the second room right now. And Nolan does the safer way by doing one player at a time. And as you saw on Nolan's screen, if you keep on e-gliding, you can actually gain some momentum to go up the rounded ledge. Same thing with the dive jump. Ooh, so close. Almost first try for Nolan. But he got a second try. Almost didn't make it. But almost doesn't count.
Make sure you spam the snows to support those.
I wonder who said that.
No, Los himself.
And right now, Senor just did a drop and warp, so he could just bypass that second phase on the two-phase chase. And now let's see if he can actually get a double hit on Two-Face's truck. And he did. Usually, Two-Face does not like to cooperate, and his truck will not interact with the bat signal. So that's actually a really quick 1-3. And Nolan is having a little issue. He was trying to get to that lever early so he didn't have to wait for the melted ice cream. I think it's melted ice cream.
Something like that. I don't know, it's a rundown Evo factory.
Yeah. I guess it would be spicy ice cream.
Ooh, Tabasco flavored ice cream.
I was thinking more ghost pepper.
Frank's Red Hot.
It makes sense for the color then.
Yeah.
And right now Musk is just doing the normal way for Harley Quinn's fight. You literally use water cannons and shoot her, and then you get one half of a water tank on one, the other half on the other, build them together, and you take out that last heart. And then she drops down a gargoyle, and then there's a little fan that comes up. And Senor is now doing 1-3, taking care of the plants. Ivy ain't gonna be happy, that's for sure. And now Musk is going through top of the tower, finishing up chapter 3. And once we start getting into the free play section, it's going to be a very quick ending. Because we have some really good free play runners in this race right now, like Senor and Nolan. And possibly Musk. I know he's good in the story category, but I haven't seen much in the free play. But it's also been a while for most of us. when it comes to running this game, just because of our actual life. And the reason Senor stood right there is because blast radius doesn't actually go that far. And now he's just going to use Robin and just run all the way through that scene, fly kick over the red, and now you want to explain this part? Nope.
Oh yeah, you mean the 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, this is a complicated tip. So, alright, so first what happened is if you so
Overshot.
so right there if you lean against the wall, and you can put him in this pixel perfect position to make him up warp on something that's not supposed to be there, and then you can drop and warp to this next room because you're technically already in it. And past that, what we also saw was he deloaded the room earlier, which means you leave it and then you re-enter it. So now he can generally he would be able to, jump on this. There's like an invisible turnstile there, and like My Hero Story runs, what you can do is you can jump on top of that bush you destroyed, like the one closer to the camera, and do a skip that actually lets you hit the end level trigger, which is right outside. You see that little entrance, or like almost an exit from the alcove over here. It's like the little cave part on the left. That's exactly where the end level door is. If you can just barely inch past that wall over there, it's a very cool skip. And also, Nolan is able to do a skip here where you lag your game and you can kind of like get in this position where Nolan is right now. And for whatever reason, I guess he gets smushed up against the back of that like Venus flytrap. And he just, with VSync off, their weird properties which let you launch up places and then clip through the side of the door like you would see people battering through other things. They can battering through that door, the FDT clips. A lot of cool tech in this level. Let's see what else we got going on here. So I think Nolan's also going to try going for this. In case you don't know what's really going on here, there's like a little spot. It's a pixel perfect spot, and in this game there's a tendency to like upwarp on things you aren't supposed to be able to if you're in the pixel like perfect collision for it. So let's say like you're underneath, or like you're inside a rectangle that's solid on the outside, but you get inside of it. If you upwarp, it'll try to assume where your position is and like warp you on top of that rectangle, because that's where the game thinks you are, and that's where a lot of the glitches in this game happen. It's because like all these places where you end up, the game just thinks you're not supposed to be there, so it auto corrects your position really. And so I was talking about earlier with the end level door and like the clip he's doing here, very cool. I think he's gonna hit it. Oh no! I just barely missed it. I jinxed it.
Yeah, I think that's a running theme for us. We always jinx it.
Yeah. Nice, gonna do the normal end level. Oh, it's always cool to see someone try that. See what else is going on here. So there's a skip that Senor didn't opt to do, but it's fine. Something well, maybe you'll see Nolan. I think Nolan would do it. There's a cool skip there that if you do 1P2C and you do some sort of drop and warp in like an area you're not supposed to be, the AI will pathfind where it thinks you're like where you're supposed to be, and it'll put you right on the other side of that gate, which Two-Face already destroyed. But it's kind of like it goes back to all this stuff in the coding and like there's these things called locators, which tell the AI where to go, and basically your partner P/P2 is like also AI, and then it all gets confusing for the game. So that's kind of some of the logistics behind dropping warps, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time for a quick PSA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, so on top of the super weapons part for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX with Pink Batman 12 in 3 hours time, we also have the Sprite Pack choice as well. So your choices are Bunny, Meme, Rooster, Rosa, and Subrosian. So whatever graphical style floats your boat, make sure you get your donations in. The one with the highest bid will end up being chosen at the start of that run.
I don't see how meme can't win. Like,
I was
it's
gonna
called
say, oh,
meme.
meme. That's the one I love.
If it don't win, we got a problem.
Exactly. Sounds very
get
cool.
your
Make sure
donation.
your donations into that incentive.
Make your memes become dreams? How does it work?
I
Make
think
your,
it's your
Don't let
dreams
make your
become
memes be
memes.
make your
something like
memes
that.
be dreams.
Yes, all of that. You know what's not a meme though? Batman.
Depends.
It's alright. I was just muted for a second. What were you saying?
It depends. Batman a meme.
Oh, is Batman a
Controversial.
meme? Yeah, I agree with VT. I'd say Lego Batman has a lot of memes, like the skip names are a prime example. But I don't know, there's also like your casual Facebook Lego Batman memes, you know? Just like, I don't know, like riddle me this, Batman, or some.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Holy speedrun, Batman.
Yep, that's the trick. Talked about earlier. Cool drop more.
Mm-hmm.
No red brick though. That's something I'm surprised I'm not seeing. There's a story red brick grab, which, well, I understand why I'm not seeing it, but
For Slam,
yeah,
yeah, it's very difficult
it is.
because you're trying not to hit the transition for the next screen that has all the lasers, while also blindly jumping around and gliding around so you go far enough into where toxic goop is to hit the red brick.
Yep. Yeah. It's not easy from personal experience, the times I've done it. Like, it's definitely a hit or miss kind of trick, you know?
I never do it.
Exactly. But it does save you. It's nice.
It saves
Now-
time for an all red brick run, but that's about it.
Uh, I think, did I ever post my all red, or not my all red bricks, my all mini kits? I think it does save time. Well, like, very, if you're a professional, perfect Lego Batman player, it saves time. Like, it lets me grab the heat suit early in 1.4 for later, like, free play segments, I think, but it's been a while.
Yeah, right now Senor is getting slam, which is why he is in the toxic goop. And Nolan is trying to get a multiplier so he can get a lot of studs. Just like that, he got 100,000.
anything I've noticed about the board, then Senor isn't going for anything that's related to the bottom left corner with icy reception red brick. Do we have a reasoning as to why we're seeing different strategies across the three runners?
It's more of, well, just by seeing, well, you can now see Senor's route, actually, because he is trying to get the studs, so we already know column 2 and row 2, most likely, since he is now trying to get the money for slam and fast build. And, well, it could also be fake outs, so still anything is possible, especially with Musk and Nolan. They only have like 3-4 squares, so it could change in like the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I think what we're trying to see here from Senor is column 2, row 2, column 5. But I'm not entirely sure if he wants to go like back in 2-5 and grab those 15k studs.
Musk just did the rubber ducky skip.
Yeah, so, or I'd say. Yeah, he can't do the no boss skip now because he's obviously skipping the boss right now.
And just to make it clear, when it says like no blank, like no boss skip, no room 2-3 glide, which is another square that was in another card that we were looking at, all those restriction ones have to be done in story. So, like, for the 0 studs and ice ring, it says 3 story levels. It's the same thing for all those restrictive ones.
Yeah, I think it's hard to distinguish. I think we're hopefully gonna see some slam and fast build 500k potentially from Nolan. I'm not exactly sure if that's his point. It's kind of hard to see early on if you. It's all like about pace of play. And that kind of determines, like, if you're a quick runner, it's easier to see. Nothing against him. It's easier to see how some runners can do their things. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I've had a long day.
It's easier to know, like, well, some people are faster in some aspects, like some people are faster with the story objectives, or some people are faster with free play because of SSJs with slam. So it's all like it's all preferability.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're trying to go for.
Yep, just.
My only LEGO experience with Star Wars, and I can absolutely see the difference between story and free play and the different strategies they can both carry together.
Which Star Wars? Complete Saga?
Complete Saga, yeah, so episodes 1 through 6.
Yeah, that's like one of the most popular speedruns.
I played Lego Lord of the Rings and I think the first 2 Star Wars Lego games that ever came out. Of the OG trilogy and of the prequel trilogy.
If you want OG, Lego chess.
Just Lego chess.
That's not fun.
I
I'm
am
a chess player. I am intrigued.
I
Really?
have it. And it was for Windows XP. I got
Okay.
it.
You're
I got it
saying
to work.
OG, but all of a sudden I'm like thinking of Lego Racer on the PS1, which is even further back if we're talking games.
Well, I also have Lego Racers and Lego Island, which is the very first one, so... I have a lot of the nostalgia ones.
Yeah.
And right now, Xenor is in Rockin' the Docks. And I know he ain't gonna do my signature red brick. That's for sure.
Oh, it's you. Oh, your signature red brick? I didn't know you.
Stud magnet, because I always did the meme.
Oh. Yeah, I see what you're getting at.
The meme for it is... The skip for it is you have to go in between the transition piece when you go into the next room that Xenor will be in. And then you have to Eli over behind a wall. And then you basically have to be outside the wall, but also inside the wall, just enough to trigger the red brick room through a door. It's confusing, but during bingo tournaments, I always did it.
That's always a nice red brick to have. Stud magnet.
Yeah, and everyone thought that I was crazy for doing it.
No, there's so many stud goals. Bingos.
Yeah, but I was the one that always stuck on them, and you're all just like, just go for the other goals!
It's all in good fun, right?
Mm-hmm. I just love seeing people angry. I've never seen that question mark thing on Nolan's screen before.
Oh, was it through the mind control guy?
No, it was a spinning question mark.
Oh yeah, up there, like for the mini kit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. Oh,
I've never seen that.
wait. Oh no, we missed birthday skip. This is a birthday skip we were talking about. Oh wait, what? Is he just gonna grab the mini kit first? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. Going to the
Yeah,
previous.
this is the birthday skip. Ta-da!
It's found on Ginger Legend Live. He's a Lego Star Wars runner. Found on his birthday, so that's why we named
That's
it
why
that.
we call
That's
it.
why when I was younger and impetuous. Good to see a nice super sets there though.
And as you can see, what Nolan is doing is what is the signature SSJ. Slams the wop jump, I think? Something like that?
Jump.
Yeah, that.
I appreciate the initials because otherwise I would have imagined the thought of Batman going Super Saiyan.
Could be that too. Super Saiyan jump.
Again. Super Saiyan Joker or something. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see that Xenor is doing 500 studs because right now he's at almost 400,000. And he'll be getting the rest probably in this level. And right now he's just doing some alt-tab buffers so he can get Scarecrow up to the other floor. Now Nolan is in 4-1. And he just did some double jumps to get over that wall with Clayface. And now he drops dropping Warp's Riddler, so he can just have Riddler take care of the levers and open up the elevator, and they're into the next room already. Right now, both Musk and Senor are in Joker's masterpiece. So,
I don't think have we seen the lag skip in it that was recently found? Maybe not.
probably not.
It's like a 20-second time save in that. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky, Senor, that you're in comms with us right now, or else you would have forgotten like you did all the other tricks.
Dude, I did that skip.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I did that skip.
Oh, yeah.
So many screens. Yeah, Nolan right now is working on the wall jumps and...
No, it's neutral and then up left. Like, you don't hold anything, and then control it, delete, and then up left.
Ta-da! And now he is behind the wall.
That sucks. Yeah, I actually wanted Senor to win, so that's why.
Oh, the biased commentator's remark. Oh, talking of the Twitch chat, I'm seeing talks about getting some winter drinks in there, and why not do that with our available merch as part of the Bingothon events? If you donate around $5 at any time, you'll end up getting in the draw for a Bingothon mug, either festive, neutral, or winter, and you could end up being able to claim the prize among many other people who have already donated already. $25 would get you in for the Zip hoodie, $30 would get you in for a digital copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, or the Team 17 pack grand prize. And there are other things further in. There are other things further in.
I do recommend it just because of how broken the graphics are right now.
Or, alternatively, if you want that Bingothon mug, you can just check out the Teespring store of Bingothon and get it the legit way. It's gonna be more expensive because it's a store, but you'll get it guaranteed. So, pick your poison, I guess, if you want
And
one
it
of
also
these
helps a
super
good
awesome
cause.
Bingothon mugs.
Make sure to
Proceeds
support the
go.
Bingothon badge.
Don't forget, proceeds go to Fred Hutch.
Well, disclaimer, all purchases from the store go directly towards making Bingothon better and not towards the charity, but I mean, that indirectly will then go to Fred Hutch, because if Bingothon gets better, we will raise more money, and we get the point.
Long term.
Yes, it's think of it as an investment.
And Musk just got Scarecrow across the toxic pool.
Link to the store is in the chat, by the way, if somebody's interested. Okay, back to Batman, sorry.
And no one just had to reload his game because I believe he had a soft lock.
Make sure to get your merch for Bingothon. That's an awesome way to show off all these unique games and also raise money for a good cause.
And there's a lot more to come because this is only the first day.
Exactly.
So if you can't donate today, you still have 2 more days. And if you don't have any to really donate, watching helps as well. And you can also subscribe.
Oh. Okay, I've looked into the donations. We just got a $100 donation.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
that's amazing.
From who?
Oh my goodness, this is from OFC 2000 Alex saying, thanks for putting on this event, giving some money to some goals to help them get met. So let's take a look at them. Turns out that's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer single bingo given towards Ice Trap Onslaught. And Twilight Princess randomizer most goals and time limit given that's jump off the watchtower and die. Well, okay then, so that's 2 separate Zelda runs given some love right there. That'll be amazing to see when we get to see them.
The poor watchtower.
Yeah, thank you so much for that dono. That is super awesome.
Crazy. $100.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it.
But yeah, right now I think everyone is just trying to get through, well, of what I'm seeing, Xenor, well, yeah, basically everyone's gonna try and get Villain Episode story out of the way. Because Musk and Xenor are almost at the end of their villain section. Nolan right now is in chapter 2. Okay. I saw.
Yeah, that's what that's like what happened to me before. It really stinks. I don't know what happens, but like, if you go past the checkpoint, like when the cutscene triggers, and you haven't spun the vehicle by then, it just like doesn't let the vehicle appear at all, and you get soft locked.
But a lot has changed in these bingo runs with all these new finds. That's for sure. And Xenor just fell out of the world.
Something cool I thought I'd mention in this level is that there's a door, you know, where you see Xenor's going across this, like, these string of planks, you know, and you go to this door, well, you see this, like, wire door he's passing through, super far behind it, all the way on the right, you know, there's a skybox, obviously, but just behind the skybox, there's actually a door, like an invisible door that bring you to another room or level. Well, generally it wouldn't bring you to a level, but it actually brings you to a 3-4, which is interesting. I guess it was a developer debug door they left in just to kind of test what would happen if you went from a villain level to a hero level, and they forgot to remove it. So I thought that was interesting. I don't think we'll like see it ever used because it's so far out. Or just something cool to note, I guess.
Interesting.
See, Nolan's going for some minikits here, it looks like.
He's going for the 3+.
He's making his way on the board. It's not too long of a mini kit.
And there goes Xenor and the Joker bot, as well as Musk. And you also got the truck. Yes, this is how you're supposed to drive a truck as Killer Moth.
Yeah. It's always like this. People are like,
Nothing wrong here.
I don't know, I think in case you're wondering how that works, it's just kind of like the AI have set properties to kind of like the developers put actual AI police characters, and I think they're like supposed to be the ones that are controlling it, but like I don't think they meant to like leave one open like this. Like I think there's supposed to be AI driving it, but if you let your AI or like your character drive it, then yeah, I guess they just left that in by accident. You can stomp trucks before you're supposed to.
And now Nolan will be going for the quick kill for Catwoman.
Like Senor discovered this trap and warp actually.
Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, or at least he's the one that brought it up. It's a cool little thing there.
And the primary reason he's doing 1p2 on this level, well, for Senor's level, AI is stupid. Just the simplest way to put it. AI not smart.
Yeah. Happens a lot. And the developers aren't either because they've clearly left that area for jumping. Like that little thing there, you can jump through it and kind of just get up there and hit the bells way before you're supposed to. You're supposed to have these puzzles on the side to get up there. It's funny.
Now Nolan is in Trash Boat. Because, once again, AI.
Very annoying level. I wonder if we'll ever find a skip. There's a skip in free play where you can skip all these buttons here. You know, you have to press 4 buttons, get to the next room. I mean, well, there is technically a way to skip it, but it's very inconsistent. You can do a drop and warp on the side of the gate all the way on the right, like to enter.
Lowe's probably found it.
Yeah.
And Musk got the lag clip, so now he gets to go all the way to the end of the level 2. And now Senor has marked down villain episode story.
It's almost done here. A little bit left though.
I'm still waiting for the day that for a 9+ mini kit, Goop would be faster.
I know, we gotta find a way to like manipulate the memory of the level or something to think it's full on goo or something.
Easier said than done.
Oh,
Now
you're almost
Senor,
at
yep, 50,000 until. And then that will be one of 3 bingos.
what he could do is just collect, like, going to... I think you could just... Well, yeah, you can also go into this level, too. That's probably a good way to maybe finish it off, almost.
Yep,
He'll get
now
all the studs anyways.
And now he's in Lure of the Night. And as you can see, he's doing SSJs. really fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, for 5+ mini kits, the 5+ is how many you can get in story. But when it comes to the mini kits, you can just get them in free play, and it'll still count.
Yeah, it's easy to free play.
And a lot faster. Now Nolan is... The goon kicked him off. But Nolan's having issues right now with the skip as well.
There we go. That's a cool skip. Nobody knows why it works, so.
To me, it's always easier to just jump in because you have more of a window to get that.
Definitely. Yeah. It's tough to
Now-
do it.
And Senor now has the first of 3 bingos. And shortly he's going to have a second one, depending on how much he has in studs.
Shouldn't be too far now. Oh my gosh, 490k. Oh, do you need like 5,000 more?
Mhm.
Okay then.
Well,
Oh, there
he
we
just
go. He's got it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, flash up the path.
Mm-hmm.
Long one, but I'm sure he'll persevere.
Long one, but no biggie.
Maybe you won't crash.
I had...
Beloved.
That's giving me some bad PTSD from another marathon I did. Lego Marvel Avengers crashed and it lost the whole save progress.
Oh no.
Not like this.
That'd be kind of unlucky.
Yeah. And it was
Surely
during no
it's not
holidays
gonna happen,
allowed.
right? Surely.
It was during no holidays allowed, so...
That'd be very tragic.
Again, if you
Surely
had a
it's gotta be
bingo...
fun.
If you had a bingo card for this never happened before. There you go. I basically said if it's on your card, you probably got it. You know, with free play and everything, you just drop in player 2 outside the wall. So now Senor just leisurely flies on through and gets the mini kits.
Did you know that there used to be a door in the end of 3-3?
Really?
Yeah, it's probably to the previous room though.
Probably.
Lots of doors that were taken out of development. Like, we can see their splines, which are like the frame, like the actual frame, like the blueprint for what a door is supposed to look like. And inside of that, like, rectangle, it's like the actual door. It's no one
And Nolan just got the door for Zoo's company.
Door Awards.
Eh.
Oh.
Now Nolan is doing another version of Turtle Skip.
Jeez.
Looks like he's doing 1v2C on it.
Sorry, you said the turtle. When people accidentally try building the turtle.
Yeah, because those hitboxes are so close to each other. There are a lot of overlapping hitboxes in this game.
There are. Too many overlap, they'll make a hitbox work happen.
Yeah, but we still don't understand.
Nope, not really. That's an entire other topic. I could go on.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. That's cool. You can like end levels and make the screen go black and automatically transport yourself to other rooms. Very weird, it's Xbox only. GG.
GG's!
GG. What a gamer.
It's okay.
Not fast, but it works. Nolan is trying to get 500,000 studs for bingo.
He's close.
Don't know about the others.
I think I can see some kind of clear path for nolanhead, but Musk is still looking ambiguous.
He's almost about to do a villain story. You can see he's in the end room.
And Nolan is in Penguin's lair right now. So he's probably doing 15,000 studs. Which is also why you see him getting all his studs left, right, and center. And the interesting part about Penguin's lair, like, as you can see, he's doing Batman only. There is also a square that can occasionally come up for Robin only. And the way that you would actually do this room is by having Robin jump on that silver cage with the minikit in it. And then you'll get the dive suit a little further in, where those icicles were.
Yeah, I feel like it. And if your name's not KO.
Yeah.
Nah, they have gotten better though.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to spend this, just like, they want to spend as little time as they can in episode 1, because it's the longest. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a solid choice to go for 3 and 2.
Mm-hmm. And I also talked about the ice rink levels that basically all are possible except for vehicles. Because I was able to do 1-1 finally. Yes, you can. Yeah, I decided to do it. I tried myself a challenge and did all of them. The only way they could do 1-1 is with the tech suit skip. That's far. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Easy enough. You don't want to spend too much time grabbing mini kits, but
While this is going on, let's. I mean, is it okay to go back towards another quick PSA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So by the variety of bingo boards that we've seen today, then we might as well see if we can ask you, the guys in the chat, a quick question. Do you wonder how people come up with bingo cards for these speed games? What's the process behind it all? Well, we do have the Beyond the Board monthly series that you can find on our YouTube channel, where we sit down with various bingo runners and interview them about their bingo cards, speed game, and much more that allows a great insight into how bingos are made and how the community can further support them. You can also find the full uncut interviews on our website at bingothon.com as well.
Games.
In episode 6 for Nolan. I think he finished it. I don't remember. Dying of laughter.
Well, we'll give us a minute to figure it out and discuss it internally, and we'll let you know.
Get to see some hole in the wall action here. It's like there's a hole in the wall, I guess. Would technically put him through. But it's so satisfying when you do it.
Mhm. So difficult, but when you get it, it's like, ah, finally.
It seems like 30 seconds too, which is cool. It's always weird to think that you just always do it the puzzle way, the intended way. It's been so long since people have done that, it feels like.
That's still my go-to because I don't really do the fancy stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm not your fancy smancy speedrunner. I'm your old timer.
Moose just getting studs.
Message. Oh no, I haven't. What is it? Let's see. Is this an announcement?
Vortex forgot how to uppercut.
Yeah.
Have 30 seconds left.
A true speed run right now. Go for the cannons. You need to get these. Oh. And oh no, is it 5? The last one? Okay, good. There we go.
Mhm.
Right back.
We're doing the SFJs.
Yes. Zoo's Company.
Yeah, comment down below.
He is.
How long would a SSJ game usually take? You said it's usually very short, but in terms of minutes?
Not even 10 minutes. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really short, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just it's more the question, how fast can they SSJ? I think he was just about to get it.
Yeah, I'm already in another file. I'm just loading into the dashboard. In the second room. Is it in second room, right?
Yep.
And time ends when the character hits a black screen on the top, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Are we-
okay, that is definitely breaking it.
Yeah. It's the only
Oh, okay,
level
that
that
is
has
definitely
a
breaking it.
yeah. Excuse me. Has a It's the only skybox level that has a high. All
And
the other
we-
ones cap out. Has a
Me, Nolan, and Mosk are all free play runners, so we are all pretty good at SSJ, so this should be fun. I am undefeated in Bingothon in this event, so I'm hoping to keep that streak.
Yo, Sinor.
Los was like half a second behind you last time.
Are we ready to go, everyone? Is everyone in the...
You might not be audible on stream at the moment.
Oh, I might not be.
Everybody
Well,
sit.
now you are apparently.
Okay. Mosk, are you good? Nolan?
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, give us a countdown whenever you're ready, WBT.
Yep, on go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Xeno's very impressive when it comes to mashing buttons. He was trying to start off like a
Hence
girl,
why
but
he muted himself.
yeah, no, I mean like he's trying to fake you out, like the little slow start. They're like, oh yeah, tap 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 tap. Tap.
Time.
I'm not sure. I finished, but I'm not sure if we got a
I've
video
finished.
replay on stream of who won that first one.
I finished
that-
like 2 seconds before you said anything, so I don't know.
I said it when I was already down. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Maybe you were first because I said that like 1.5 half.
Oh,
Maybe
I didn't
seconds.
realize your stream is a bit choppy right now.
Yeah, I know.
Did Nolan go? I don't know.
Stand down like halfway up.
Okay, so
I did go.
I guess we can call that first race a draw. We should I'll stay unmuted, which I mean you might hear my button mashing very
Just be
loudly.
prepared for.
But I guess we can just call time when we're finished. That'll be
Yeah,
better
yeah,
because there's some stream delay. So what
when
we
I
can do is
finish,
call
I
that
will
first
just
race a
say
draw.
time. When I finish, I will just say time, and that's when I
Okay.
finish.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we just want to do winner take all now since the first one was a draw.
Round 2.
All right. I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Speedy wanna go.
Told you. You see what we have to deal with?
All right. Time.
Time.
Whew.
5 mistakes break, 1 lag frame.
Yeah, the SSJ races really tire out your arm quickly. But I'm sure everyone could hear it on stream, but all the mashing that was happening. It's a combination of 4 button presses in succession really quick. So essentially you're jumping and attacking at almost the same time, and then you're switching as well. So it's like 3 really quick button presses together, and then you do a 4th button press just to switch back to your glide suit. So it all happens really, really quick, and you just repeatedly mash those 4 buttons in that order over and over and over. And it's pretty easy to make some mistakes as well.
And now Nolan is going to do the shocking elephant.
Which has been featured a couple times by Los.
Ta-da!
I'll try to do it.
But as far as Batman
Yeah.
gameplay wise, I think we are finished. So
Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much for featuring us, Bingothon. It's been a pleasure every year being able to present a fun-filled game.
It's always funny at the same time.
Have you got anyone to thank for it?
well, someone who
got any special thanks?
there is someone who unfortunately Los who has participated in past Bingothons and was gonna be a commentator for this one. He's sick right now, unfortunately, so unable to do commentary. But he helped with the setup with this as well. So
yeah, he was the one that actually found the card for it.
Yeah, this was a very, very interesting card. So
F for my boy Los.
I'd like to thank Prince. He's a Lego Batman moderator. He could make it this time, but he's our
the
foundation
godfather
of Lego Batman speedrunning.
I'm pretty sure he created the bingo itself, like the whole concept for Lego Batman Bingo.
Very cool.
Any other final words from anybody before we jump into intermission?
Other than just thanks for having us, I think that's all we have for you guys.
Yeah, have a great time. We're looking forward to hopefully more donations and a amazing rest of the day/night and a couple of days coming up. So have fun.
Riddle me this. What's
Well,
5
awesome.
squares?
Well, thanks
But
a lot.
has no name.
Lego Batman crew here, as always. Pleasure having you here. Even without Los. you guys are great, and the run's always super entertaining. Yeah, we're jumping into a quick intermission, and when we're back, we'll be having a super great run, which I currently don't know what's next. Zelda something, right?
I'll take a step back and explain graft versus host disease. So graft versus host disease is one of the most toxic side effects that comes with a bone marrow transplant. What happens is that once the bone marrow from a donor goes into a patient, that bone marrow creates new blood cells and new immune cells. And those new immune cells then go about attacking the patient's tissues because they're not perfectly matched up. And so there's two different ways that our researchers are tackling. One group is using very specific methods to deplete a certain subclass of T cells called naive T cells from the transplant before doing the transplant. Because they've discovered that it is one very tiny subclass of immune cells that are really truly responsible for that graft versus host disease. And so by removing it, they can then reduce the side effects of graft versus host disease. another group, they're discovering that the gut microbiome of the patient may have a significant impact on whether they get graft versus host disease or not. And so they're taking the approach where they're starting to think about how can we alter or adjust the microbiome of the patients before we do a transplant, so that it is the exact right microbiome when we do the transplant, and that is able to reduce that graft versus host disease effect.
Peggy 7.
Bravery and Greed. A multiplayer beat-em-up roguelike dungeon brawler. Choose from 4 classic fantasy classes. Parry, dodge, juggle and fight your way to the dwarven riches using a deep and robust combat system. Offline, online, a mixture of both, it doesn't matter. Fight frightful foes in adventure and pause modes, or face off against friends in player versus player game modes. Maybe you even feel the need to steal handfuls of gold from your faithful allies. Greed is eternal, and ever your mission as you loot and plunder the depths of the dungeons. Get rich or die trying. Bravery and Greed, out now for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
Yes, now we can do the thing.
Alright, so once again, thank you very much to the lovely Lego Batman team for tonight's very impromptu triple bingo run. Been very crazy to end up seeing those kind of stats in such a very, very smooth looking 3D platformer. With that, it is the end of my shift for now. I will see you at 5 a.m. 10 a.m. Central Europe time tomorrow for my next shift. And I will bring it over to my colleagues Zonorous and BZ Archer for Jack and Dexter, which is coming up next.
Hello.
All right then. Do you have a dashboard on?
for us talking. Thanks for sponsoring, by the way. They have some mega packs available where you can win a bunch of their games bundled. So some cool stuff that is eligible to be won by donating. And hi chat, how's it going? How are y'all doing?
You covered all the hits here.
I think so, yeah. Just waiting for the next run to be set up, and meanwhile, just... Hello, test. Are we audible on stream? Chat, how's it going?
Set, you were very cute today, and thank you for your Prime Gaming.
Oh yeah, now we are. Hey! Woo! Yes, now we are. Hey chat, how's it going? Ah, yes, audio. Isn't audio like the best thing ever?
We had a few issues here.
Yeah, never causes issue or is never complicated and convoluted to solve for anything or for any setup. Audio is always straightforward and easy. Am I right, guys? Copium. Anyway, hi. How's it going, everybody?
Seems like a good time we should probably re-mention that we have Jak and Daxter 2 vs 2 New Game Plus Lockout Bingo coming up next. And after that, we're going to have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX Randomizer, which means you, yes, you, could help us unlock super weapons for $35. Or choose the sprite pack that's going to be used for the run during Link's Awakening. We've got a bunny pack, we've got a meme pack, a rooster pack, a Rosa pack, and Sub-Rosian, which I believe means we'll be under the Rosa pack. So, not sure how that works, but looking forward to it.
Yeah, also, by the way, not sure if that's... I don't think that was audible stream, but hey, Zed, thanks for the sub, and you're a cutie, by the way. And yeah, if you just tuned in, hello, for Bingothon. A speedrunning event based all around the very cool niche thing of running bingos. There's very cool different things you can do. Single bingo, double bingo, triple bingo, lockout bingo, blackout bingo. What's the bingo called that where you can only see certain fields and when you check that, like more fields around it get revealed and stuff? Whatever that is called, we have that too. We have a lot of cool bingos here. So if you like bingo related speedruns, stick around. Because this marathon has started only 10 hours ago and will be running all the way through till either Sunday or Monday, depending on wherever time zone you live in. So lots and lots of great content ahead. We're also raising money.
Yep,
go ahead.
$1,312 for the Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center. We also want to let you know that in addition to the prizes you can win by donating, if the marathon as a whole raises more than $3,500, we will unlock a bonus run for the end of the marathon. You know you want to see that. Bonus runs are great. Secret runs are great. Embarrassing runs when we're all too sleep deprived to make any sense are the best. So please, help us out. Help cancer research. Help HIV research. Please donate. And then we'll be able to make fools of ourselves for you.
That is absolutely correct. And in the meantime, while our tech people in the background are setting up the next run, which I assume might be a little bit...
It looks like we are ready to go, actually. It looks like we're going to be getting that going just in a few minutes. So we will be right back in...
Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, stick around, guys. We'll be right back with some Jak and Daxter entertainment. Don't go anywhere.